This video is brought to you by viewers like you. Consider supporting us on Patreon.
I love you guys. I born here, but this is not my place. So.
USA, Japan, perfect, perfect, perfect. You win.
Okay, cool. So, okay. Manual focus, good. Then I dip in for 5 seconds and I say, hey everybody, it's another Tkyosam Nakano Shinbashi Guesthouse interview. Today we've got a very, very sensual, lovely woman named Maria, who it was not a real name, but we'll get to it in a second. Anyway, yeah, enjoy. So, first off, why don't you tell everybody your name?
Oh, okay. My name is kind of not very common. So my name is Amairani.
Mairani.
And I'm from Mexico.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I nicknamed you Maria.
Yeah. I think that's more easy.
So you're from Mexico. What part of Mexico are you from?
Oh, I'm from exactly the center of Mexico. My city name is León.
León. Okay.
Yeah. Not very interesting city, but I born there.
What's so tell me, like, why did you well, I mean, that's kind of a big question. Tell me, like, what are some of your hobbies?
Hobbies? I have a lot of them, but recently I started to like the photography.
Okay.
And I don't know, just make some edition of them. I also like to just walk with no direction,
just wandering.
Just walk, yeah. And I can walk like for 2 or 3 hours sometimes. So I like that. I like J-pop music. I really like it. And yeah, I think they're kind of my hobbies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. What so, you know, we're in Japan. What is it about Japan that you like? Why did you come to Japan?
Ooh. It's very long explanation.
Well,
I mean, when I was little, I think I'm like most of the people. Like, I used to like anime. So when I was little, I used to love anime. But recently, I started having more interest about J-pop. I started to like idols groups. So I started to learn the songs, the lyrics, and all that stuff. And then when I was in Mexico, I started to learn some Japanese, and I really like it. So somehow I just came by 3 months. I came just to volunteer in a hostel, and I met a lot of people there, and it was really nice time. So when I came back to Mexico, I just wanted to come again to Japan. So I just take the decision, and then I come to study, to stay longer.
so you got, like, what is it? You really like J-pop, and you said you like anime too?
Now I don't really see anime. Yeah.
You're a fake weeb. You're not a real weeb.
No, I used to like a lot. Like, I used to watch a new anime every day, and like watch like a whole anime in one day. But when I started the high school, I just stopped that. I don't know why. Sometimes I really want to watch anime again, but
Oh.
yeah.
Well, and you don't play video games or anything, right? Right? Or?
In Mexico, I used to have an Xbox, the first one, and then I had the PlayStation 4.
Okay.
And I like them. I like to play video games, but I take too much time playing, so I need to control myself. So I stopped like playing a little bit. And here in Japan, I don't have my PlayStation, so I don't play. But yeah, I used to like the fighting games.
Oh, okay. What games did you used to play?
Oh, my favorite of all my life is, I don't know if you know it, is Dead or Alive.
Dead or Alive. Yeah, the titty game.
Yeah.
It's lots of titties. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's really nice. I really like it.
That was for the original Xbox. Yeah, that was one of the release games, I think. Yeah.
I love it.
That game's fun. It's smooth. I feel like when you what is it like? It's very easy for people to get into.
Yeah, and I think the way to control the character,
Yeah.
it's easy and complicated at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I really like the control thing.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, because I try to play other games and they're also nice, but Dead or Alive is still my favorite even now.
Yeah, that's like, oh, okay, so you're a little bit of a video game nerd. Okay.
Yeah, when I was like little, I used to like a lot. Like Dead or Alive and a very weird game. The name is, what's the name? Rabbit with the Ghoulies?
Oh, yeah, the one where you're the little kid.
Yeah.
And you're trying to fight. Yeah, that was like you're talking old school Xbox. Nice.
Yeah, I used to love my Xbox, but one day some guys just get in my house and take it. So
Robberies, yay!
Yeah, so that was very sad day for me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you don't have to worry about that kind of crime in Japan, or at least
no.
not as much.
Yeah, but I didn't bring my PlayStation, so.
Oh well, so wait, you came to Japan to like study? Yeah, I see on your Facebook sometimes you're making posts like I did a job, like what is it? I got a paper, I did a thing, and I'm like, so you came to here to study? What are you studying?
I mean, I start with like everyone, like Japanese school.
Oh yeah, you went to Japanese language school at first, right?
Like I studied a little bit in Mexico for maybe two or 3 years.
Yeah.
But I just stopped it for a long time, so I forget everything. So when I came here, I was like really poor Japanese.
Oh.
Yeah, so I studied in the Japanese school like 1.5 years.
Yeah.
And I was thinking to go back to Mexico, but I don't know, I really wanted to be here. And then, I mean, when I was in Mexico, I just studied until high school.
Okay.
And I didn't went to the university because I was like, I don't want to study anymore. But when I came here, it's like, I don't know, something happened that I was like, okay, I want to study everything now.
Mm-hmm.
So I just start to go to the Semongaku.
Yeah, so like a lot of people, like if they come to Japan, like I totally didn't know about this till I talked to Hugo, but yeah, like a lot of people, they'll come to Japan as a language exchange student, and then or they'll go to a Japanese language school to learn Japanese, and then from there they'll bounce off to a senmongaku, which is like a vocational school.
Yeah.
But your vocational school is like kind of special. Like what type of vocational school is it?
I mean, this year it's still like Japanese course because my level wasn't that high.
Yeah.
So I take this special course that is just like a business, Japanese business. So it's like really like keigo and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And from next year I will start studying marketing. But this school is kind of very like hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like I'm busy all the day and all that stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, but this school like is when you graduate, it's really easy to find a job. So.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's a good school.
Well, I mean, you're like trilingual now. You got Spanish, English, and like Japanese.
Yeah.
You beat me. I only got 2. You know, I only got Japanese and English. You're
but
better.
Japanese is better than mine.
Nah. Like yeah, I saw your little certificate. You're like, I got it. I got the business Japanese thing.
Yeah.
How's your school? Do you like your school?
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I mean, I don't know, like many things have been changing in my life. Like I used to be a very bad student. Like I was just lazy all the time.
Oh no.
Yeah, for sure. Like I was just playing around and sleeping in the class or making jokes. But when I started here in Japan, I really like wanted to be a good student. So somehow I'm like the one of the best in my class. So
What changed?
I don't know.
Like, did you like? For me, when I was a bad student too, but what a habit of mine, because I was a really bad elementary school student, and one of my teachers, I was gonna fail my classes and I was gonna be held back But my teacher, one of my teachers at the school, she made it so, because I never did my homework, but I did good on tests.
Okay.
So, but you know, homework. If you don't do your homework, that's you're
Yeah.
gonna fail. So,
Yes.
they made me stay after school for 2 hours every day to finish my homework because I
Yeah.
wasn't doing it at home, and so I just kept that habit until like college. And so like I don't do anything at home. Home is like for play,
Yeah.
and then like
I
this is for
think-
studying.
Yeah, I also hate homework. I
Uh-huh.
don't know. I think it's just maybe I just grew up. I
Yeah.
was just like a big kid, just
Oh.
playing around and that stuff. And when I came here, like everything changed. Like in Mexico, my life is pretty easy. Like I don't have brothers or sisters. It's only me. So you
Okay.
can imagine all the tension in the house is for me. If I want something, my parents just buy it. Like if I want to go this place, I go to that place. And my relation with them is like really nice.
Mm.
So I just like every day I just say like, hey, I'm going now, and they're like, okay, just don't come too late.
They're like just don't get pregnant or do the drugs.
yeah, like that. So
That's nice that your parents are
Yeah,
just
yeah.
chill like that.
yeah, they're really nice with me. So like my life was really easy, but when I came here, it was like anyone do the things for me, you know.
Yeah.
I have to do everything. So I think that was the thing that changed to me, and I was like, okay, I need to change myself, because if I keep doing the same, I will have a lot of problems living here. So yeah, I think just change that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you like? You know, for your Japanese language school, like you, like are there like you're from Mexico? Are there any
Yeah.
other people from Mexico there, or are you the only one?
No, it's the funny thing. Like Mexican people is not very common in Japan.
Yeah. That's why I was like, South Americans have the whole working holiday thing now,
Yeah.
but Mexico, like you guys have to do the same thing as you reminded me. You're North American, so.
yeah, North Americans too.
So I guys, just for reference, I was like, I'm American, and then Maria's like, I'm American too. I was like, what? I thought you're like South America, Central America. She's like, idiot, Mexico's part of North America. I'm like, oh shit, I'm sorry, my bad. Yeah. You schooled me that day. You schooled me.
No problem. I mean, it's very common. Like most of the people, like it's not Mexican, like North, like Americans or South American people. They're
Yeah.
always telling me like, why Mexicans get so mad when someone say to you like you are not from North America.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, it's because we are in North America. It's like most of the people here in Japan tell me like, you're from South America. No, Mexico is in the north.
Yeah.
So it's not the south. And some like South American people told me like, oh, do you have a problem with South America? It's
Yeah.
like, no, it's not that. It's just like Mexico is in the north. I can just move the country.
Yeah. People hate geography, Maria. That's the thing. They hate geography. They don't like you teaching their geography.
Yeah, I know. But I don't know, like all the Mexican people, if you say to us like, oh, Mexico is in South America, I think all of us will get like kind of angry, like no, we are not there.
Yeah.
It's funny thing. I don't know why.
Do you what is it? So like you came to Japan like and you're obviously like studying at school now. Like do you want to like you obviously want to stay in Japan or do you want to move back to Mexico?
I mean, at the beginning, I was thinking to go back to Mexico because my city now is full of Japanese companies.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's full. Like from like 5 or 6 years ago,
Oh.
lots of Japanese companies of like Suzuki, Toyota, all of that
Yeah.
come to my city.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so there is a lot of like work,
Mhm.
but I don't know. I mean, being here in Japan changed me in many ways.
Yeah.
Like, my city is a really little place. Like everyone knows each other.
Mm.
And Japan is, I mean, like Tokyo is really big place.
Yeah.
So living here in Tokyo is like I can go back to the little town again.
Yeah.
It will be like really stressful to me.
Mm.
Yeah, I went one time, like for summer vacation.
Yeah.
And I was happy to see my friends and be in Mexico, like, speak Spanish because I don't speak Spanish a lot here, like just by message, sometimes with Gina
Yeah.
or some Mexican friends, but it's not every day. So sometimes I really want to talk Spanish with someone.
Mhm.
When I went back to Mexico, I was happy. But after like 3 days or 4, I was like, I have enough of this place. I need to go. So I felt a little bit sad because all my friends are like getting in their own business. Like we don't have anything else to like in the old days, like in the high school. And now it's like everyone have their own life.
Yeah.
And I feel so like a part of that. So I'm like, I love you guys. I born here, but this is not my place. So.
How long have you been gone from Mexico now?
The next year will be on March. Already 3 years.
3 years. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. A little bit long.
Do you? So like, yeah. What about Japanese life do you like a lot? Like what? I mean, obviously Mexico and Japan are so different. Like what's? I'm guessing into Mexico everybody needs a car. You know, you guys need a car to get everywhere. Like what? I mean, obviously they don't speak Spanish and here, but like what's different about Japan that you like?
Oh, the difference. The first place I think you're safe in the streets.
Yeah.
I love that.
Safety is important.
Yeah, and I like I told you like I like to walk.
Mm-hmm.
In Mexico, it's kind of hard to do that.
Yeah.
I like to work like at night because it's like not hot and there is not a lot of people, so you can just walk.
Mm-hmm.
But in Mexico, I just can't do that. I will be like dead.
It's suicide.
Yeah, it will be like impossible. So yeah, and on these days it's getting worse actually.
Oh, in Mexico.
Yeah, like my city used to be one of the safe cities, but now I think it's the first place it's the most dangerous city now.
Wow, it went from the safest to the most dangerous. Wow.
Yeah, so that's really sad because Mexico is a really beautiful country. Like you have a lot of nice places, the people is so nice, but all that bad stuff just it's not bueno. It's not bueno.
It's the opposite of bueno. It's not bueno.
Really bad. It's really malo.
Do you but I mean okay, but like I think that you like Japan because I think you have a thing for Asian dudes too.
Yeah, that's the thing too. I don't really like Latino guys, so yeah, I only have like good friends in Mexico, but
Asian dudes though, they're pretty hot. What is it about Asian guys that you like? Because I think Asian dudes are hot. I mean, I got one right behind me right now. What's up, Tets?
Hey, Dad.
You're looking pretty hot there, Tetsu.
Thank you. You hot too.
Thanks, dude. Yeah.
Oh, good question. I don't know. There is like something like like Latin people is like very warm.
Yeah.
And I don't think I'm a very warm person.
Oh no. ¿Por qué, Maria? ¿Por qué?
So I think Asian guys are more cold type.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that. I don't like that warm time, so
it's just the opposite.
Yeah. So I think I like that, and here like they like more like fashion stuff and cares about like how they look,
Yeah.
Yeah, in Mexico is the type of macho, like like, oh, if you take care of yourself, you are gay.
Yeah.
So it's like that's stupid because just take care of yourself doesn't means that you are like you don't like women or things like that. So
you like it how guys like care about their fashion and looks a little bit more here.
Yeah, I think it's important thing sometimes, like. It's nice, so I like that of Japanese guy. Like it's like different masculinity. So I think that's cool.
Well, it's like what is that? Yeah, I think like everybody who says they come to this country to not get laid, or at least that's not part of their thing. That's bullshit. I think everybody comes here because at some point they're like Asian people are hot, and I wanna get in that, right, Tetsu?
I disagree.
Yeah, because your girlfriend's Gaijin. Of course you disagree. She got you. You didn't get her. Well, I don't know, but
You got a point.
Okay, so you like the people here. Do you see yourself like what kind of job do you see yourself doing after you graduate your school?
I mean, I like marketing stuff. I like the way like Japan sell the stuff. Like they have their own way to make the publicity and all the marketing is very unique.
Yeah.
So that's why I came to Japan too, because it's like I want to learn that unique way to make the selling in Japan.
Mm.
Yeah, like I don't know, it's kind of really funny sometimes. So I want to work in marketing things, like maybe to bring more Mexican products to Japan.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
that's one thing I notice with foreigners is that when you want to work at like some kind of like skill like marketing or something, they usually want to utilize you for your international ability, whatever.
Yeah.
So they probably like you'd be able to probably find some job where they can connect your Spanish to
Yeah.
the Japanese.
Yeah, I mean, there is all the companies in my city,
Mm-hmm.
so maybe I can get a job for these companies, but from Japan,
Ah.
because I don't want to go to my city.
Yeah, I could agree. What? How did you find this guest house? Like, how were you? How did you find? Like, how did you end up here?
Oh, Gina told me, you know,
How did you meet Gina?
like she used to live here 1 year,
Okay.
and after that, because I used to live in another guest house, but there was a lot of problems there, like horribles. There were like rats, cockroaches.
Ugh.
The people, the manager was kind of crazy. Everyone was fighting. I got some problems with money there, so.
How many people were in that guest house?
I mean, it was not that much people. Maybe. I mean, it was a guest house, but also a hostel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they have like the two. Like the guest house was in Higashi Nakano,
Uh-huh.
and the hostel was in Nakano.
Okay.
Yeah, so the thing I used to live there because I was making volunteer in the hostel.
Yeah.
And in exchange of my volunteering, I stay like by free in.
I did that when I first came to Japan
Oh,
too,
really?
for 3 months.
Yeah.
Kaosan Tokyo, baby. Well, they don't do it anymore, but
Yeah,
I did that then. Oh, but it was horrible rats and cockroaches.
and then you realize like they don't really clean the houses.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I stayed there, but I just started having problems with it. And Gina reminds me that she stayed here, and she's like, "That place is nice, so if you don't have another place to move, you can move here."
This place is so cheap
Yeah,
and it's nice.
yeah, it's nice, and the location is really nice. I mean,
Right?
like Nakano is just next to Shinjuku. That is like a big station,
Mm-hmm.
so you can just go by walking, and you can. I mean, because there is more cheap places like outside of Tokyo, like Chiba or Saitama.
Yeah.
But it's part of everything,
Right?
and I don't like that.
I was trying to tell Nicholas that. I was like, Nico, no, like, Kamakura is like, I was like, but it's not Tokyo.
Yeah, it's far. There is nothing. Like, I like Kamakura just to, like, go by one day and see the temples and all that stuff, like being a tourist.
Yeah.
But there's nothing. Like, there is one konbini in all
It's
the
just like
place.
houses. It's
Yeah.
all boring. It's just houses.
Yes, and if you want to get some fun, you have to take a train like for 1 hour.
Ugh,
And,
I hate that.
Yeah, I hate that. So I prefer to maybe pay a little bit more or something and stay like in the center of Tokyo. And this house is pretty cheap, so.
Yeah, it's less than like $400 a month, and like the location is 5 minutes from Shinjuku, and we have motorcycle and bicycle parking. Like it's and it's 3 minutes from the station.
Yeah.
Like people don't understand like how good we have it here, and like I mean that's the thing that like I think like when Corona all this stuff stops, I think like a lot of people are gonna come here because I always talk about this place in my videos,
Oh, that's nice.
but it's also really it's like the best it is by far. You can't find a cheaper,
No.
better location in Tokyo.
No. I try to find like nice, like cheap places, and they're so far from the center.
Yeah.
And it's like I have to buy everything. Like if I want an apartment,
Yeah.
it's just the place. So I need to buy the bed and all the stuff. It's like I don't want to buy everything. It's too much money.
I'm so happy you said that because I feel the same way. People ask me, like, because on YouTube people know that I live here, and they're like, "Why don't you move?" And I'm like, "I just need a bed. I don't want to pay for a refrigerator and furniture, and we don't even need to pay for utilities here."
Yeah, that's really nice. Like, I also, some people ask me that because, like, sometimes I'm like, I don't like the people, the guy that is next to me snores tonight. I don't like sleep really well tonight. Sometimes happens, but it's, it's just like nothing important. It's just sometimes. And my friends or people that I know told me like, "Oh, just move to an apartment." It's like I stay all the day outside. I'm working I'm in the school.
Yeah.
Why I will like pay the rents of a expensive place, buy all the stuff just to be on weekends and just arrive at night to sleep and take a shower.
Exactly. People don't understand. Like, you're out, like, if you're in Tokyo, especially if you're in Tokyo, you're going to be out every day. So you're not going to be able to come home and enjoy your quote-unquote, like, fun stuff you have there. Plus, you got to pay for everything.
Yeah, so for me, it's, like, really nice. Like, I told my friend, like, when I get, like, a nice job and if I want to be, like, more like fancy place and I have the money to pay it, I will pay it. But now I'm a student, so why I want to spend all my salary in a nice house to don't be there.
Well, if you have a job, do you think you're gonna move out, or do you like it, or do you want to stay here? Because I had like when I first moved in here, I was teaching English like full time. Like, I had a couple part-time jobs and I just combined them. And I was able to save up enough money to move out of here anytime I want. But I like being around the people, and I love I like the open space of all the different rooms, and I like meeting the people. I like staying with all these different people. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, that's another point. Like, sometimes I also think to move out, but that's the thing. Like I don't have any like how you say it. Being in Japan sometimes can be very lonely because Japanese people have like a way to be like more low, like how to explain. Like, Latin people is more like every time they're together and in a big group and all the stuff.
Yeah.
But Japanese likes their own privacy to be alone and all the stuff. Sometimes my Latino part miss people. So I think like if I move out and live alone, like just go to school and then work, like I just talk, but it's like automatic, like just like irashaimase and that kind of stuff. I don't really have a conversation sometimes in the day. If I move out to an apartment, I will be really lonely, so it will be kind of depressed. But sometimes even here I don't talk a lot because I don't think I'm a very talk-savvy person. I mean, I have to take like too much time to meet a person, and I want to talk to this person every day.
Yeah.
But just to be like eating and listen the voices of other people, I don't know. I just feel like nice. So it's enough for me just to be with people.
You like being around activity.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, maybe sometimes I don't talk to anyone because I'm in my own thinkings or I'm tired, but just like people say hello or I'm being there smiling, it's enough to me.
Yeah, I think that, like, what is it? It's yeah, I like this one thing. Well, if you're in an apartment, you're spending a lot more money to be in a smaller space, and then also like even if you don't talk to anybody, I love being like just sitting down and having people moving around me, people doing stuff. I feel more productive, and I feel like I can get lost in the people.
Yeah. So that's very nice, like feeling, because like especially for us, like our own countries are really far.
Yeah.
Sometimes like being alone is kind of hard. So because for example, my classmates in my school, everyone is Asian.
Everyone's because they're not Japanese, right? Yeah.
I mean, there is Japanese.
Yeah.
In the Semongaku is all the Japanese, and in my classroom everyone is foreigner but Asian, like Chinese, Vietnamese, from Nepal, Myanmar. But I'm the only no Asian there, so sometimes it's like people see me like, oh, what's that?
Yeah, what's that lady doing here? Why is she here?
Yeah,
She's not part of the cool kids club.
Yeah, she's lost or something. Yeah, so it's kind of weird feeling. But here I see another like foreigners and like, oh, it's not only me.
Yeah, it's not only you. You feel like you can blend in. It feels like it's okay.
Yeah, because I'm all the day with only Asian people. So you know, like sometimes not me, like the other people like see me and it's like she's not Asian, so sometimes they don't want to talk or they're like scary, you know, like she don't speak Japanese or something.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, speaking of speaking Japanese, ちょっとだけ日本語で話そうかな。
Yeah.
日本語の能力をちょっと普通の単純な会話にしたいです。
Okay.
じゃあ単純なんかシンプルの日本語で自己紹介して。
紹介する。じゃあどうしようか。
なんかもし学校とかに行ってたらどの自己紹介を出せるかな。
じゃあ私は甘いらに全部の名前は何だっけ。甘いらにラミレス・マロナドです。メキシコから来ました。今23歳です。もう今月には24歳になります。
おめでとうございます。
23日で24歳になるんです。なんだっけ。日本の音楽が好きとかアイドルのことも好き。最近は写真を撮ることも興味になったんですけど、あと食べ物なんか日本料理が一番好きな食べ物は寿司かな。めっちゃ好き。あとラーメンも結構好き。
日本はいいですよ。ナイス食べ物。日本のどこがなんか例えばなんかカラオケとか好きでしょうか。カラオケだったら何を歌える？
ワノケイロック知ってる？
ワノケイロック知らないな。俺おじいちゃんだから最近のやつは知らないね。
そのバンドは本当に大好き。
1K ロック。
1OK ロック。
1OK ロック。OK。
そのバンドは日本語と英語のミックス。あれですね。めっちゃいい。あと中学生の時にナルトが好きなんか結構好きだったからナルトのオープニングも
ナルトのオープニング OK
あとなんだっけ英語の曲も結構あと時々スペイン語の曲もあるからシャキラとかそれあったらもうシャキラのなんだっけ名前忘れたその曲の名前
日本でなんか普通に日本人友達ができたんですか？
そう来た
日本人の友達と一緒に出かけたりしたらなんかどのところでとかどこで遊ぶの？どんなことする？
なんかもう最近コロナがあるからちょっと大変になったけどなんか去年は新宿は結構に行ったとか、カラオケとカフェとか、時々土曜日にはクラブも行って
クラブクラブ
あと居酒屋も
行ったんだ居酒屋に行ってたらどんな食べ物を注文するの？
焼き鳥
焼き鳥か焼き鳥のどんな皮つくねとか
私は塩もも
いいね
塩ももとフライドポテトも好きでも私は酒が大好きだから
酒だったら何を飲む？
私はビールか
ビールは大好
きビールと
日本酒？
ハイボール
ハイボールビールとハイボール君はもうサラリーマンみたいだね
そうちょっとおじいさんみたいです
日本のビール海外のビール
日本のビールが好きけどちょっと弱いかな
そう
味は
酒度がちょっと
そう
弱いか。
そうメキシコのビルは結構強いから、ビルのメキシコのビルの味の方が好き、けどここにあまりないな。コロナビルはいや
でそうコロナビールはちょっと遠慮するかな。
あまり好きじゃない。でも一番人気がある。
まあそれはね、本物のメキシコビールじゃないでしょ。それはアメリカで作ったんでのビールでしょ、コロナ。
まあ前にはメキシコの本物だけど、
そっか。
なんだっけ、10年前にブラジルに、なんだっけ、売れたその会社はブラジルの会社にあった。
ブラジルの会社だった。そっか。
そうそう、もうメキシコないです。
もう我々メキシコ人と全く違う。
でもまだメキシコ人のイメージがある。まだそのイメージがある。
そっか。じゃあ、まあ日本語は結構上手くなったんじゃないですか。
そんなに。
漢字とかなんか普通に新聞とかを読めるんですか？
まあ読める。なんか、私の漢字の勉強は結構好き。でも大変。漢字はたくさん読めるけど書くことはそんなに、
大丈夫。それは日本人の若い者たちと同じだよ。みんなは天気とかなんか携帯ばっかり使ってるんだから書き方は忘れたんだよ。
そうね。でも私は中国人と勉強してるからみんなすごく早い。
まあ彼らはもう近道っていうかもうだいぶなんかまあ書いてるの経験はあなたよりもだいぶ長いから。
そうみんなはすごいなんか私のアルバイトでコンビニでみんな中国人。時々私は漢字は読めない。でもみんなは全部読めるから問題ない。ちょっと私はバカと思うけども。
まあ慣れるもんだよ。ただなんか勉強すればまあ思い出してくると思うよ。
そうそれだからコンビニのアルバイトが好き。前にはまだそのアルバイトがしてる。私はアルバイトは2つある。メキシコレストランで働いているとコンビニ。でもメキシコレストランで私はずっとキッチンにいるから。
全然日本語の勉強にならないでしょ。
そうでもコンビニはまあ毎日なんか敬語で話している。敬語は結構大変けどそこにはまあ毎日練習してるから
ちょっと勉強になってるんでしょ。
そうあとまあ0時は日本語だけあるから。
確か
だから私はまあ毎日その感じちょっと
まあいいんじゃない。まあ
いい。まあもう慣れたけど最初には本当に大変だった。
まあなんかもう何でもなんか最初に始まることはまあやっぱり初め頃は大変だけど慣れたらまあどんどんただ練習なんていうかまあ普段のことになったら。
そうね。なんかまだそんなに上手じゃないね。なんか今までは6ヶ月ぐらいそこに働いているけど、まだたくさんものはわからない。でも、日本人でもコンビニの仕事は結構大変。
そう大変だよね。
だからまあ私の日本人の友達は大丈夫。その仕事は日本人でもすごく大変。そんなに心配しない。
よく頑張ったんだ、マリアちゃん。
大変。
So if you have like so I'll wrap this up, but I'm just curious. So you've been here for 3 years. You said you want to stay here.
Yeah.
And you probably, I'm guessing at some point, maybe marrying a Japanese guy, having some cute little Hafu Mexico-chan babies. If you have like a message to anybody that like is from Mexico or somebody who is your age that wants to come to Japan, like what would you tell them or what would you tell yourself before you move to Japan, like advice or something?
Yeah, I mean, like, I think most of the people that have my same age, like, you have a lot of doubts in the head, like, what I will do with my life. I just go to the university to study because I need to, but I don't really like my careers. There is a lot of people with that thinking. So my I forget the word in English. The thing I want to say is like I prefer to take a break to think like what I want to do, and if I want to do this, I just do it. I don't hesitate with that. I just like I want to go to Japan. I work and get some money, save the money, and I just go to Japan, and then I will realize how I can live there.
So just think about this next thing you want to do, and then
Yeah.
just get to it, and then worry about the rest.
Yeah, because a lot of my friends tell me like, oh, you are not afraid of this, or you are alone, how you can survive. It's like, I will have time to think about later.
Ah.
Now I just do the things, and I mean, all the problems have a solution.
Yeah.
So if you come here, you will find a solution to stay. Like if you get a problem,
Mm-hmm.
you can find a solution. You don't need to take the time.
Yeah.
So just do the thing. Don't be afraid to, like, move to another place or meet people. Even if you are kind of shy,
Mm-hmm.
you can meet a lot of nice people in Japan. Like you don't need to even know Japanese, because a lot of people don't come to Japan because they say like I don't know Japanese.
Yeah.
But it's not like necessary. Like there is a lot of foreigner people living here. And
Yeah.
you can have a lot of fun with foreigner people. Like I have Japanese friends, of course, but still like my best friends in Japan are kind of foreigners,
Mm-hmm.
and I have a great time with them. So, and it's also like a nice English study, because my friends, I talk with my friends in English. So I have to practice my Japanese and I have to practice my English. So it's really like nice thing. Like I'm learning every day, because there is another foreigners with different cultures, and we exchange all that stuff. So it's not only Japan. Like you can see that Tokyo is not like only Japanese people. It's a place for like more international.
Mm-hmm.
So you can learn things from all around the world.
Oh, so
Yeah.
come here and you'll learn not just about Japan, but the world.
Yeah, the world. I mean, you learn about Japan, of course, but if you make friends like with foreigners, just
And don't be a little bitch and get out of your comfort zone.
like just take you like get the courage to do the stuff, and that's all. Like we're still like young, so we have time to make a lot of mistakes
Mm.
and learn about it
Mhm.
and keep going. Because if you don't do anything when you're young and you get older and you did anything, it's like there are all the regrets.
Yeah.
Like, I should do that. But now I'm too old to do that. I don't have time for that.
But now, so get it while you're young.
Yeah, that's the thing I think.
That's right. Well, thanks Maria for being in my video.
Yeah, thanks for the interview.
And
I'm sorry for my English. But
no, it was perfect. It was fine, right, Tetsu?
Yeah.
It was good. Okay. Well, anyway, guys, I don't know if you like have social media that you want people to follow you on or something, but
actually, my Instagram, I started with the pictures, the photo thing.
oh yeah, because you're taking pictures. Yeah. Well, you can tell us your Instagram, and I'll write it down in the video description too.
Okay, my Instagram is Ravenite 96,
Okay.
and just
Raven96.
Raveneye.
96.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll make sure to put that in the link down below, guys, and make sure to go follow her, and then follow her, like her pictures, and remember to say the first comment on all of her pictures as "Por qué Maria?" Por qué Maria? Okay, well, thanks so much for the interview. Okay, guys, don't forget, if you guys want to see any more of these Guesthouse interviews, that we have a playlist in the first comment of this video. So if you want to see anybody else from the Guesthouse, we've got a whole array of people, foreigners, Japanese, everybody. So feel free to check that out. And muchos Garcias por flavor Maria. Yeah.
Muchas gracias.
Hey guys, thanks for making it to the end of this video. I want to give a special shout out to all of the top tier patrons over at patreon.com/Tkyosam. And those guys are Sab, Will Branch, Nugie, Lucas Campo, Mr. Bacon Lover, Nathan Pope, Jordan C, Ciara Larson, Morton Eskel Dale Moen, Char Cheesy, Matsuda, Kimberly Sager, and Ada Void. thank you guys so much for the support. And honestly, like, Google AdSense pays absolute dog shit. I wouldn't be anywhere without you guys. And yeah, if you guys like these videos and you want to see more, make sure to check the playlist. Down there. Okay, I gotta go. Bye.